Yeah, we're totally gonna do it.
Oh, I got to.
There's like a zillion people watching right now.
I have to follow it on my phone.
So you might notice that we're actually in the same place.
Whoa.
Welcome to BND, everybody, where friends from high school get together and attempt to play D&D by the internet. Although right now we're all in the same place. Paelias will be joining us. Finric is in the wrong window. Sorry about that. That's because everything's crazy. Happy Thanksgiving here in the U.S., people. Tim Twizzard sounds like a turkey. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Yeah, totally new setup. I'm sure everything's going perfectly. Audio levels are probably great.
Should I be online?
Tim, try to say something.
You want yours?
Well,
Oh, hello.
D&D.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Yeah, that's really good. we're also drinking adult beverages. Some of us are. Okay, so let's do a quick recap, shall we? Shall we?
Go ahead. Oh, I wasn't here. Maybe I should get it. You were here.
Yeah, so you guys had explored Windbell Keep. You had successfully destroyed the Goblin Horde and the Morgo, the head of the Goblin Horde. You dispatched some goblins. You even let one go in a show of mercy. Well played. And so then you decided to explore more. And while exploring, you found a room where it seemed like Morgo had spent most of his time. You found an interesting green hat, a goblet, some crumpled sheets of paper, and a bookcase which in the morning Mr. Twizzard promptly magic missiled, destroyed, revealing an open passage leading downwards. Of course you thought this was a good idea to explore, which of course it is. And Mr. Twizzard sort of fell 10 feet to the ground. Well, and by the way, you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage from the fall. So please take that now. First roll of the night. And as the... what'd you get?
I'm rolling high now.
Perfect.
5.
That's not that bad. It's not the highest.
5. 1 off.
And as the sound of the rocks crumbling sort of fades away, Mr. Twizzard, you hear a low moaning, sort of like a...
Is that me?
And that's where we'll pick up tonight. Oh, and you'll notice that since we're in person, we have all Lego minifigures here with the newly created Paelias and Finric, and of course, as always, Mr. Twizzard. Wow, now they're all silhouetted. I totally had you set that light up wrong. That's okay, we can fix that. Get this magic. Boom, boom. Look at that. Look at that. That's wow, Twizzard. You just absorb light. Okay.
What?
But that's okay. You're at the bottom of a hole. Let's go to Twizzard first. What would you like to do in the moment?
Can I investigate this groaning?
So
that?
you have dark vision. So let's see what you're seeing.
That's why I was shoved in this hole.
Yeah, that's true. Let's do a little
I'm gonna need to feel around, see what I can grab.
little magic here. So you guys are sort of at the top of that. So Twizzard, you look around and you see it looks like the beginning of a passage. And there are two sconces, if you will.
So I've fallen into a room?
You've fallen into a room,
Okay.
and there are two sconces that hold torches, unlit torches, I might add. Whoa, that was exciting. This is terrible. We'll make it better soon.
Looks like I've fallen over.
Yeah, you definitely have.
Maybe I'm
Well, you fell 10 feet. You took some damage. So you're looking around. Can you roll a perception check for me?
Sure can.
Roll low again.
I hope that's a funky looking...
7.
That's a 7, yeah. We'll stop those funky looking 1. 7.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty normal, hidden secret room with some torches.
Fabulous.
Is it easy to see in this room for me?
Your dark vision is working, if that's what you're asking.
First thing I do is I carve my name on the wall.
What are you carving?
My name.
No, with what are you carving?
With my scratchy nails or a knife that I probably got somewhere. I'm assuming I've got. Of course I've got.
So you take it out a small pocket knife.
Take out a knife. I carve my name on the wall.
All right, give me a sleight of hand.
Well, he does have MC Hammer Pants, but I'm not sure about.
Where's my sleight of hand? That would be a 3.
So your dark vision like sort of works in here. You feel like you've got the wall and you've got your knife, and you kind of like scratch like a sort of vertical line, and then you totally whiff on the T and like forget about the mister. Like, yeah, no, it's not. If anyone looked at it, they'd think.
I just assume it's my signature.
That should go down there to help out. I don't have dark vision, but
All right, let's go back to.
Really,
let's
as
go
a
back.
halfling, you don't have dark vision?
according to this,
You don't.
I don't believe you do. All right, so you're
I do have a
How are you?
rock that glows in the moonlight, but I assume there's no moonlight in the hole.
There's no moonlight.
And you don't have a torch in your bag?
That's
How
a
are,
great
how are
question.
you approaching this? Remember, the hole is about 3 feet by 3 feet.
Oh, Tim's
It
got a
slopes down.
cantrip. Way to go.
I have a
Do you have a
cantrip.
cantrip?
Light.
I have a torch. I have a torch.
All right, let's see what Finric's
And
gonna do
it's
before we
tinderbox.
before we jump back to Twizzard.
It sure would be nice to light the torch.
You don't have any cantrips?
So you're gonna
I
try
don't have any
to light a
cantrips.
torch and then move into the tunnel.
Yeah.
So sort of head first.
I'm not like a spell sort of
Oh.
halfling. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Well, a bard
Lighting a
may
torch
have
is easy
spells.
enough.
Okay.
So you're creeping around the tunnel, and you see where, having heard Twizzard's yell
Mhm.
and sounds of stone falling, you see basically where the ground has collapsed in this sloping down 3 foot by 3 foot secret passage.
10 feet? Yeah, I can take that easy.
10 feet. You're just gonna jump down
Yeah, no problem.
with the torch.
Of course.
All right. Give me an acrobatics.
I'm watching this happen.
13.
13. All right. And give me just roll. Let's roll a d4, and a 1 or 2 the torch goes out, and 3 or 4 it stays on.
3.
Amazing. Finric the monk jumps down, lands deftly next to Twizzard. Yeah, 10 feet's nothing for a monk, right?
Right.
And you've got some light, and you're down there.
Cool.
I'm impressed.
So I'm gonna carve Twizzard's name in the wall with my short sword.
That is fantastic.
That is very kind of you.
Perfect. So you take out your short sword. Give me a sleight of hand. Twizzard, are you helping him, or are you just watching?
I don't know if I should.
Oh,
run away.
6. It's a really tough wall.
It's a really tough wall.
It's shockingly.
You basically
And a
you
not
see-
short
way.
sword is not very
it's not
easy
it's
to...
not like
It's hard to
a
say.
stylus or a carving.
This was not the room to claim.
Look, buddy, I really tried.
You
I
completed the
appreciate
T.
it.
There's a
Point is
reason.
noted.
You could look at that wall and say, I think someone tried to make a T there.
You know what
That's-
I'll do when I get down there? I'll cast Minor Illusion and put your name on the wall for however long that lasts.
You're on my list. That's the good kid list.
Wait, the good. Okay,
You
not
get
the
presents.
not the enemies list that.
You're also on the other list.
I think so. Until Paelias arrives in all his physical glory, we're just going to say that he sort of trails behind you guys. He's going to be a little silent, but he'll be with you.
Yeah.
He's looking out. But
Yeah,
he's,
This is probably the best
gonna take up
that
the
he's
rear.
been the whole time.
he's going to take up the rear.
No, this smells sort of quaffing down and wafting down.
Um,
Is that the last?
Yeah.
You smell close.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
And I'm
but
guessing
eat one
I'm
of those
passed
goblins?
out still.
what's that?
Am I still passed out?
No.
I've come around?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. No, you guys all had the benefits of a long rest,
Lily
and
whatnot.
Oh, so
and
then
the
I can
sound,
I can go
the
back
sound,
to...
the sound of a magic missile waking you up in the morning definitely would have roused you.
Okay.
And then you proceeded. Maybe you're like a little blurry-eyed, and then you see these two doofuses disappear down
Alright,
this
so I
corridor.
got all my slots back,
and,
and I've got all of my magic missile things
Yes,
still
you have
going.
received the
1,
benefits
2,
of a
3,
long
4,
rest,
5, 6,
as we say in the biz.
7. Okay. Recharged.
Yeah, but yeah, you sort of you see these guys go into the passage.
So I'm actually
you like to do,
going
Agnes?
to, I do have dark vision. I'm not going to go down into the hole yet, I'm going to shout down and be like, dude, what's going on?
Okay, I might like look around a little more, see if I can suss out maybe a little more than
Sure.
than
And
my-
you
my
guys can hear
compatriot.
each other just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
A little echoey now.
covered.
before
Our
I
names in the
jump down
wall.
there, is there a way of getting out, or are you guys stuck down there?
Well, I thought Twizzard would, so I would like stand on his.
Because now you've got Paelias down there, and you've got.
Well, no, Paelias is not down there yet.
Oh,
Paelias is
he's-
in the room with you.
He's just in the room.
Yeah,
with me.
he's gonna follow your lead basically.
But
He's
if
gonna bring up
we
the rear
need-
of whatever you guys
If we
are
need
doing.
to pull you guys back up, someone's got to be up here.
Does
So
someone have
tell
a
me.
rope?
Yes, we've got
Well-
ropes in our bags.
I have gold chains.
And I'm looking around.
Finric, give me a perception check. What are you you're investigating?
Yeah,
Give me an
exactly.
investigation. Give me an investigation in this
Okay.
room.
Unknown blue potion.
19.
Oh man.
Maybe
So
you
yeah,
should-
you've
some
jumped
kind of
down. You're on top of
perception
things. You're
or
looking
canvas or
around.
something on it.
You notice the
Investigation.
sconces for the two torches, the unlit torches, and you notice that basically from if you look up, you can see the hole with maybe some faint light coming from where Agnes is above, and then you see where it had the tunnel not collapsed there. You would have continued down, so there is actually an opening, and you could crawl back up and just get over that sort of 3 or 4 foot gap in where the stone crumbles.
Gotcha. But
And then
that's all that's.
Oh, and then right here, right, any light that you're providing with your torch stops dead right there.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's as if there was a magical darkness.
What's I think Agnes was saying that I should light the torches that are down there. Just to maybe do that, get a little more light going, and preserve my own torch.
Absolutely.
very
You
good
like those
idea.
torches?
Cool.
They totally light up.
Great.
And now the room is lit. You got
Cool.
3 torches.
So
You probably can
there's-
extinguish yours.
yeah, I'm gonna extinguish the torch.
You're going to extinguish your torch.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Mr. Twizzard, could you please give me a charisma saving throw?
Oh, this is not going to be good.
He's
Why
probably
would-
got like
why would
negative
you-
one.
why-
I take my charisma. Oh.
Why would you immediately
Same as my other number.
assume that's not...
Well, that's a good roll for me.
That's a really good roll. Yeah. So, all right. Mr. Twizzard, you are still aware that you're in this room,
I'm not that dumb.
but
I'm
you
close.
now feel as if there is another presence sharing your mind with you,
Oh,
and that
my
presence
goodness.
is in control. And it's, you guys, or no, I'm sorry, Finric, you see Twizzard sort of look down at his hands. He's like touching his hands. What are you holding right now, Mr. Twizzard?
My pocket knife that I was trying to carve my name in the wall with.
And you probably have your wand or staff, quarter
I
staff.
don't have a wand. It was
You
stolen
have
from
a
me.
quarter staff.
Quarter staff. More like a wand.
I'm surprised you didn't steal it back when I was prone
All
and
the cool things I had
unconscious.
were stolen from me.
Past history, folks. Okay, so yeah, so you see this thing, and it takes the knife, and it sort of cuts its hand, your hand, and it watches as the blood drips and falls off. And you see this happening, Finric.
Like I feel like I should disarm him.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to jump and disarm you. Knock that knife right out of your hand.
It's just a little.
All right, so roll a. Let's do an athletics check, actually.
Athletics.
Yeah, because in Twizzard you can roll an opposing athletics check.
Don't worry about that.
Oh, you can do
20?
an unarmed strike.
Wow, nat 20,
plus
folks.
Well, 21.
Nat 20. Can you beat a nat 20?
There's a 4. You did 20.
No. So Finric, you definitely knock the knife. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna knock the knife out of his hands and
Like a
grab
roundhouse
it.
kick?
And,
Just
Yeah.
lightly
Yeah.
tap it out, just bam.
well, I feel like a roundhouse kick, cause being a halfling, it's not gonna like get the reach that I need.
He's
so
a
I'd
dwarf.
probably have to. Yeah, but I'm. That's
It
a
also
point.
makes a statement.
It's so dark down here. It's
But
so
I
I
dark.
feel
I
like
can
you
see
would
that.
be very flexible and
I
your
can
I
leg
mean,
could
you
go
lit
up
2
just
torches.
to his.
It's not actually that dark. You lit the 2
It's
torches.
but it's roundhouse kick.
You
roundhouse-
roundhouse kick?
Roundhouse kick to knock
See
the
how
knife away.
persuasive
Roundhouse kick the knife.
I'm
Agnes is?
assuming while he's stunned, I can go grab the knife, but we'll see.
Yeah. No,
Like
you,
a roundhouse kick would stun
you
me.
can grab the knife.
Yeah.
Mr. Twizzard's like, he's looking around like,
Did someone just kiss me?
And he looks at Finric as Finric scrambles to grab the knife and get control of it. He looks at you and he says, "Where am I?"
You're in the keep pit with me.
The keep. Is he here? What? Do you work for him? He grabs the staff and he swings to attack you with it.
I should defend myself.
No need. He whiffs. He's not used to this body yet.
Yeah,
Wait, and it's Mr. Twizzard who has low rolls all the time.
Perfectly in character then. So but he swings with you. He swings at you with the staff.
Yeah, I gotta disarm him.
All right, go. Let's do another athletics. Because you're not aiming to hurt him. You're just.
4, so that's not gonna.
All right, so you dodge and you whiff and he moves it away. All right, let's jump back up to Agnes of Skye. So you hear sort of this like scuffling going on. Wooden staff clattering, knife clattering. Not sure quite what's going on.
Okay. So yeah, it sounds as though help is needed. But
Yeah, I feel like I could use some help.
yeah. So
You guys can hear each other.
I will.
Feel free to.
I guess I will try to make my way down. Is it a 10-foot straight drop, or now that there's light that I can kind of?
It's a 10-foot straight drop, or you could basically.
Jump across.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
more like stretch
All right.
yourself and crawl over the 4-foot gap in the normal ramp.
And then try to, in the normal ramp. Okay, I think that's what I'll try to do. I'll try to cross over the normal ramp, or the hole in the ramp. Do you need some kind of athletic check for that?
No, you could totally do that.
Okay.
So you're gonna basically scramble down as fast as you can using your movement.
Yes.
Down the.
So I'm a 30 per round.
All right. Yeah. No, you pop out and you see basically Finric and Twizzard facing off in some weird way. All right,
Do you need to
adjust
put
this.
these little?
Yes, that's a wonderful idea. Oh yeah, look at these owl weights. These owl weights are badass.
Who would have thunk it?
Wow, it's terrible. Yeah, this room's getting a little full, but it's not that full. I believe Lego figures are a bit larger than. All right, Paelias and Lily and Sir Bryant, they're sort of just still waking up. They're a little confused as to what the heck's going on. That magic whistle woke them up, and they're a little out of it. But all right, so you see this group. And actually, let's go ahead and roll into the initiative for the people down in the hole, because it's starting to get a little dicey.
Oh.
That was a good one.
18 plus 2, 20.
Sorry, what roll?
Just a
D20
d20 and then add your
Alright. 14.
14.
2 14s.
Yeah, and he's natural 14. He has +0 initiative. He has +0 everything.
Start doing some
I'm
things.
sorry, Agnes, what was yours?
Because you put
Oh,
all of
good.
it
And 3
in
religion.
constitution and intelligence,
I am hardy.
which you're not very
Are
intelligent.
you?
so.
Are you though? Agnes, I'm sorry, what was yours?
20.
All right, Agnes, what would you like to do? You see this scene where sort of Finric and Twizzard are sort of, facing each other. You have the feeling that something just went down, but you're not quite sure what.
Okay, so can I do a perception?
Yeah, absolutely. You want to sort of get the lay of the land here?
Yeah.
He swung his staff at me.
14 and 5 is 19.
Would anyone like licorice?
Yeah, you believe Finric. Finric's like, he swung his staff at me, and you're like, oh, and it's
Okay.
like, judging by what's going on, you're like,
Then
you have a good idea of the room.
Licorice pipe, dinner,
Oh yeah.
bread or black.
So I'm wondering if
what will
psychic
you like?
damage would do something
I prefer
good
black.
here. So can I do a cantrip for vicious mockery?
Yeah. Who would you like to viciously mock?
I would like to viciously mock Mr. Twizzard.
What?
All right, how are you gonna do it?
You gotta have my keep.
So I am going to belittle him that a halfling kicked a little thing, a little pocket knife out of his hand, and he couldn't even hold on to it.
There is something in my head. It's not me.
So it's a 1d4 psychic damage and a disadvantage on the next roll.
Do you roll an attack roll to see if it hits though?
I don't know.
Or
It's
how
a
does that work?
cantrip.
It should say. Let's see. It should say what.
Oh well, I don't
might have
think
to
any
make
of
a
that
save.
stuff is.
All right, let me bring it up right here. We're all learning here.
Spells. Cantrip. Vicious Mockery. It says range 60 feet, wisdom 13, and then effect 1d4.
All right, so I got to do a wisdom saving throw. There's no way. Okay, so how much does it take?
1d4, and plus a disadvantage on the next roll, so 3.
Takes 3 damage. Disadvantage on the next roll.
And it's psychic damage. I don't know how that.
It is not resistant to psychic damage. You feel like you did the full amount of damage to it.
I'm trying to help the situation.
By attacking me.
Well, viciously mocking you, yes.
I have damage too.
Well, the person who seems to be possessing you is not my concern.
Just wanted to carve my name in the wall.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Maybe that's what
all right.
started all of this.
My room, I found it.
Finric, you're up.
I am going to. I think I'm gonna have to attack. I'm gonna get next to him and do an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Came into this room with 2 friends.
And this is against your AC and things, Twizzard, so you can. Are you eating a licorice pipe?
No. But we do have the licorice.
Oh, I don't even like licorice.
Oh,
I'm
I
just
thought you
amazed
heard.
that
Okay.
they still make those. Are you eating a licorice baseball bat?
No, it's the pipe. You just ate the wrong end first.
Every time I find those pipes, I get them. Every time.
This is great.
There's no wrong way to eat. Oh, I guess it makes more sense.
It's a pipe. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh shit. 1.
That one. All right.
1
Yeah,
plus.
wizard roll now.
Oof. You're still, I
Not
think, a
enough.
little freaked out, and maybe like you kind of feel like, why am I attacking my friend? And you whiff. What else would you like to do?
Well, we'll shoot. I'm gonna back up a little bit.
All right. All right. Get a little space between you and
Yeah, back to the wall.
Mr. Twizzard.
Mhm.
All right. You guys okay down here? You hear Paelias yell.
Not so great. Twizzard's gone nuts.
But unless you're going to help the situation, don't even bother.
How's that different?
It's like a different kind of nuts.
Sounds bad.
It's like Almond Joy versus Mounds kind of thing.
He was self-harming. I had to take his knife away. Now he's swinging at me with his staff.
It's just a stick. It's a stick.
So Mr. Twizzard sort of reaches down and takes the staff off the ground. Tries to swing at Finric. Wow. What's your
Probably not good.
what's your attack?
For what?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Quarterstaff? It's a 1d6.
Is it plus anything to hit?
Bludgeon is a 2.
2-handed, yep.
Two-handed 1d8. But yeah, he probably has to.
All right, it's just a straight up. So surprisingly, it's a 19. Finric, what's your AC?
Armor class.
Great question. It's a 15.
All right. So the staff connects. Roll your 1d8, Mr. Twizzard.
Well, is it two-handed or one-handed?
I think it's one-handed.
One-handed, then
This-
it's a 1d6.
This person does not know. This entity does not know how to use this body.
No, it's the
Oh, okay.
2.
Finric, take 2 damage, please.
I hit you on the thigh. You'll be alright.
Agnes, you're up.
Okay. So do I have anything? I can't really.
Ooh, licorice and beer. Oh, bad combo.
Wait. Oh, and beer. Okay. I don't know if I want to try to hit him with my weapons because that would probably be.
What do you mean he's acting crazy? You hear Paelias yell from upstairs.
I'm gonna hit this.
Yeah,
That
I don't want to.
face.
Yeah.
Should I come down?
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm coming down.
Yeah. Come down.
That sounds like Chris, right?
Pretty much.
I thought he was here.
All right. I'm going to.
Wow. Terrible, terrible roll, Chris.
I guess I'm gonna try to disarm his staff.
Sure, sure.
And is that like a
Just give me an athletics check.
athletics?
That's how I've been doing disarming for tonight, and I'm going to stick with it, whether it's right or wrong.
It'd be 19 plus 1, so 20.
All right. Tim, you want to roll an opposing athletics check?
I have 1 for athletics. So look out. 9.
All right, you grab the staff from him.
9 times.
There's a ruby in that staff. I get it back and find it's missing. It's a problem.
So you got a staff. What else would you like to do?
Okay.
Bonus action or movement or anything? I guess you're in a kind of a tight spot.
You want my mohawk too?
I kind of just want to whack him on the head with it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be
All right.
first
So is that just a?
Yeah,
is
just
that
an attack roll.
Or an attack roll?
Yeah, I think sort of grabbing the staff. Yeah, we're running a little fast and loose. Let's call that a bonus action, and this is your time.
Okay. So this. Do I need to roll to see if I hit him?
Yes.
Okay.
That's how we're
12, and what do I add to that? Proficiency? Or no, because it's.
You're probably.
I mean, I'm
Quarter
proficient with a rapier.
Yeah.
I feel like I could hit someone.
Yeah. Add your proficiency.
Okay, so plus 2.
All right.
So 14.
14 hit. What does Mr. Twizzler got for AC?
He has 13.
All right. Roll
So
your damage
then-
with the staff.
And then the quarterstaff is a 1d6.
Yep.
It's a 1d2.
No, it's 1d6. 5.
5.
Five.
All right.
Proud of yourself.
I don't want to hurt you, but
Then why are you doing it?
because I don't want you
All right,
to get
Finric,
hurt.
you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go for it again
gotta be
with
cruel to be
unarmed
kind.
strike.
In the right measure.
All right.
We're doing it.
I guess there's only one
12.
strange creature down here.
12 to hit. That does not hit, right?
No, he's
Yeah.
13.
I beat your lead dice.
All right.
9.
You doing any flurry of blows or anything? Follow?
Yeah, let's follow up with a flurry of blows. That would be great.
Disagree.
Flurry of blows. 1 of 2. 20. 25. So
I'm pretty
hit-
sure that hits.
Pretty sure that hits. So great. So I'm going to roll this, but I'm also going to use my Cobalt Soul extract aspects.
Oh!
When you're attacking
6.
wizards.
6.
All right. So that tells you? What does that tell you?
That tells me damage vulnerabilities, damage resistances, damage immunities, and condition immunities.
Holy nuts! All right. Are you ready for this?
All right.
Do we want to write those down?
You probably want to take some notes. And I guess technically, it's a little weird, because technically, this would be Twizzler stuff. But I'm going to give you, I think the Cobalt Soul monks are in tune with the key flowing through, and you can clearly tell that this is not just Mr. Twizzler from there. Okay? And the other entity has damage resistance to acid, fire, lightning, thunder, bludgeoning and piercing and slashing from non-magical attacks. Acid, fire, lightning, thunder, and any non-magical physical. It has damage immunities to cold, necrotic, and poison. And it has condition immunities to charmed, exhaustion, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, and restrained.
Okay, sorry. Charmed. Exhaustion.
Just take a picture of
I
that.
can send you a picture.
Yeah,
I can just take a picture of your screen.
D&D in a digital age. I'll send you a text. It'll be easier. Yeah.
But those are all what he's immune to.
So that's damage resistances, where the acid, fire, lightning, thunder, and bludgeoning from non-magical.
Mhm.
And then damage immunity is cold, necrotic, and poison. And then there's condition immunities.
And then there's damage vulnerabilities.
None.
Didn't choose
None.
the vulnerable life.
Interesting.
None.
Vulnerable life chose me.
And again, Finric, you know this, and you haven't relayed any of this to your friends yet, by the way, but you know that those are for the entity that is residing in Twizzard, not Twizzard himself.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
Make sure you realize when the entity's out. Stop beating me. It's out.
Now, should Mr. Twizzard be taking damage on his hit points?
I'm keeping track of it here.
You're keeping track of it.
He is taking damage. The entity is not taking damage.
The entity is not taking damage.
Correct.
Even with vicious mockery?
Even with vicious mockery.
Oh.
That's not good.
All right,
No,
Finric,
that's right.
that was your turn. Do you care to say anything before we go on?
I believe the flurry of blows affords me one additional blow.
Oh, please blow away.
Good thing it's dark.
No, it's not dark anymore.
10.
It's definitely not dark.
Not dark enough.
10 to hit. Whiffs. You were so overwhelmed by the sort of key knowledge flowing through you that you completely whiff. All right.
So I guess Paelias is still making his way
He's
down?
making his way down. He's actually really slow. But, okay, Twizzard, you feel the entity leave you, and you fall to the ground, and you're still conscious. And you all see this sort of ethereal form take shape, sort of as it comes out and pulls out of Twizzard. And I'm gonna need you all to make a wisdom saving throw, please. As it D20,
Yeah.
yep, straight up wisdom. As it pulls itself out, it morphs. What do we got?
I got 10.
I got a 12. Is there any modifier on that?
Well, isn't it just your wisdom
Your
plus
wisdom,
1?
yeah.
Great.
Or
So
plus 2 or whatever?
yeah,
Zero
14.
like me.
All right. So as this entity comes out, stretching and just ripping from Twizzard's body, you guys are both horrified by this.
Oh,
And
well, I would imagine so.
Finric, you're like, I understand
kinda
this
cool.
being on like a deeper level now.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so sorry, what were your rolls again?
I was 10 and...
6.
Mr. Twizzard, please roll a d4.
Which one has 6 has the line on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Alright. 4, huh?
A d4, the triangle one.
Isn't that good?
4.
4.
You see as Mr. Twizzard visibly ages 40 years.
Oh my god. Was
Yeah,
it
they're long
Beetlejuice?
His sort of as the entity pulls out of him and he gazes upon it, and having just had this inside him, you can see as his skin starts to sag and his once rippling muscles become less so, and sort of a dad gut forms, and you're just like,
I'm embarrassed to go to the pool now.
you're officially embarrassed to go to the pool. Wow, that's amazing. You are immune to all this. You are not frightened. You two are also frightened, so I believe.
But this being is still here with us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's right there in front of you now. You can all see it.
Glad the rest of you have a
It
good
looks like
time.
the remains of a humanoid, and they're not pretty.
So I'm gonna relight my torch using one of the
Torches that are already
torches,
burning.
and I'm gonna say, guys, and grab the torches.
Grab the torches!
So just so you guys know, you cannot willingly move toward this entity,
But can we go for
and
a torch?
you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls when the source of your fear is visible, and it is.
Okay. So, when we roll twice, whatever one's the lower of the two.
I'll take the win. I think I'm going to take the win. Test our audio.
Okay.
Can you say something, please?
I'm saying something now.
All right. I think we're gonna call that good. You know what you could do, Finric?
Yes.
I mean,
I
Paelias. He's
What?
labeled wrong. Paelias, you could bring up the stream. This is totally professional, by the way. What we're doing right now. This is how this stuff works. 3rd episode, people.
Uh-huh.
If you bring up the stream, you'll be able to see them and me, although you would have to mute it. It'll be slightly in the past.
4 years older.
I can just assume what they look like.
All right, fair enough.
How rude.
Paelias, you're up. You.
Can you give me a recap?
Yeah, I can give you a quick recap. So you heard Twizzard fall, give a yelp as he fell down this thing, followed by Finric, who you didn't see it, but you could tell that he lithely jumped down. And then there were some scuffling noises, and Agnes followed. And then they called up that Twizzard was acting weird. He was like cutting himself and swinging a staff around. And so you're like, should I come down? And they're like, maybe. And so you're like, well, is he acting really weird? And they're like, yeah, he's really acting weird. So you decide to come down. So you just popped out of this hole. You passed over this sort of crumbled part, and you came out, and you see Twizzard sort of on his knees. He's looking really bad, like not like wounded bad, but like really old. Like you're like, geez, Twizzard, you are not kept yourself up well. And then Agnes Agnes is sort of like cringing and like a little, and you turn over to the right and you see this like ethereal spirit, kind of like horrifying ghost of a humanoid.
Weird.
What do you do?
It's vulnerable to fire.
Finric yells, it's vulnerable to fire. Can you hear them okay when they talk?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I guess we should fire it.
Tell me you have your sheet. Damn it.
I mean,
You need to see if he has a torch.
they're true somewhere. Okay. I got a sheep.
You guys actually, I think you'd have to light your torches on your turn since we're in initiative.
Like this.
I don't
Are
think
we-
that's had a chance to happen yet. Plias, you hear Finric yell, it's vulnerable to fire. There are 2 lit torches on the wall to your right.
Okay, let's grab a torch and throw it.
Alright, so you grab a torch and you throw it at the spirit?
How far is the spirit from Twizzard?
Yeah. Let me give you a little perspective here. It's a little crowded. It's crowded.
It's crowded, okay.
It's crowded. Let me get the spirit. Where's the spirit? Spirit, where are you, spirit? Pretend the spirit does not have a sword. But it is right there. So the torch is on the wall right next to the spirit.
Oh, okay. Great. So,
So you grab the torch. What do you do?
I can just... Do I have the torch?
You have the torch.
All right, let's just go up to it and go with the torch.
I'm guessing he's like, we can't see him, so we just hear the
You're just like shoving it in the face.
That's plan A.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for.
What's the life?
Give me an attack roll. Give me an attack roll.
That's a 20.
Yeah, D20, baby.
All right, I'll use these new dice I
We're gonna
got.
say this is an unarmed strike, so just add your proficiency.
Which one's a 20? All right, here we go.
Oh, it's actually probably not even that. It's probably a constitution, but whatever.
I think it's a 19. Yeah, 19.
All right.
You want proficiency?
Or potato chips.
Give me what was the roll a d6 for me, will you?
Okay, you don't need my proficiency anymore?
No.
That was a +2 proficiency bonus.
Awesome. Good to know.
21. So you want a d6?
Twizzard, you should actually write down that you've taken 8 damage.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of the ghosts is out of
Sorry,
you.
If
that's
I
my
forget,
fault.
it didn't happen.
So,
So psychic damage, is that the same as...
the type of damage really only matters for things like immunity or resistance. Resistance, you have it. Immunity, they don't take it at all. It takes psychic damage normally, which is great, because considering all the things that it's resistant to, it was the right move. But because it was in Twizzard at the time, it's not taking the damage. Twizzard is. But now, you could totally damage it directly, now that it's out of the body.
Okay, so I can vicious mockery the heck out of it.
You sure could, buddy. I'm sorry, what was the d6, Plias?
4.
All right.
Do I get a bonus?
Do you get a bonus?
Yeah, is it 4 plus or 6 plus 1 or 6 plus something?
No, this is sort of just a sort of bludgeoning with fire type of attack. It is not resistant to it. The main reason Finric called that out, I believe. Wait, it has damage resistance to fire.
Tons of.
I thought it was
Lied to me.
Or damage vulnerability.
Use that wuzzle.
No.
He's working with the ghost. Finric's a ghost worker.
Well, that would never work.
I wouldn't even think it would work. I wouldn't even try.
Uh-oh.
All right,
I do
you basically. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. This is we're off to a great start. So basically, you brandish this burning torch, and it sort of goes right through this thing, and it's just like whatever.
Well, it's not damage immunity.
I rolled 18.
It's not damage immunity. It
He
takes.
rolled a 21.
That was his attack. He rolled a 4. It takes.
Well, yeah.
Past that. Arguably, it could take it half twice because it's bludgeoning from a non-magical weapon and it's fire. But he's only gonna.
Sorry, Paelias, I got that kind of wrong.
It's okay. Honest mistake.
Agnes, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to vicious mockery the ethereal being.
I love it.
So do I just need to roll the 1d4, right?
Yes, and I have to. Well, hold on. I need to succeed on a. What was the wisdom?
Well, mine's a wait.
It should say like I think it was 13. Was it 13?
My spell saving.
Yeah, what's your spell
DC
save?
is 13.
Okay. All right, it fails. Roll that damage. Roll that psychic damage, which it is not
4.
immune or resistance to.
4, and he has disadvantage on the next roll.
Oh, now we're talking. All right. That brings us to
Psychic damage. And
Finric.
this cantrip doesn't take up any spell slots. Yes.
Cheers
All
to
right.
that.
I feel like
So Finric, your normal blows are not magical, I believe. Is that true?
my normal blows are not magical.
I believe that's something you get at a higher level, though. So. I don't think you have that yet, right?
All sorts of magic cooked up here.
Or which one? Oh no, it's not like
We're gonna short sword it.
Charmed person
Short sword.
or friend.
All right, it'll be resistant to it, but that's fine.
I'm gonna short throw it.
Basically, if it's not magical, it's resistant.
I'm gonna cast a spell that I don't have. I'm gonna
Hey,
short sword it.
half damage is still damage, buddy.
Yeah, short sword.
Yeah. Short sword.
You
Tack it up.
Short sword.
No, he's attacking with
You
it.
can do that.
25.
That definitely hits.
But it's a natural 20.
Oh, it's a nat 20. All right.
Mhm.
So you can roll the damage twice.
Great.
I'm gonna add the thing
Can I
that
roll
you
them
add.
simultaneously?
Absolutely.
Now, do
And
I
then
add it
take
to
half
each
of
one,
the
or
sum.
to? Do I add the +3 to one die, or to each die?
To the total. Roll the 2, add it, add the +3, then have it.
Okay, so we got 10, 13, so we got
7.5.
6
Six.
and a
7.
half.
Yeah, 6.
7.
It's good. It's good. I mean, you just doubled the damage that's taken. So there's that.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna be okay with that. No, I'm gonna use my flurry of attacks again.
All right.
That's why
And you're keeping track of the key points then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be 2 of 3. So
Oh, you only need a short rest. Yeah.
What's that music in the background?
19, 24.
Is it setting the mood?
I feel like I'm good on that.
It was playing when we had
Set
the door
up.
before.
Yeah.
What's that?
5.
It's setting something.
So what are we saying 5 is?
The attack was 5?
Oh, well, no, he rolled a 19.
That definitely hits.
Yeah.
5. That's a 2.
Okay. So then one more time.
One more time.
It's another one of these guys, right?
Yep.
Still
Love
getting
it.
the hang of it.
No, it's great.
18?
18.
Yeah,
Okay.
that definitely hits. You're rolling smoking hot tonight.
1.
1 plus
Alright.
3, 4. So down to 2.
All right. All right. That brings us to Twizzards.
Some money on this.
You are in control of your faculties again.
All right.
And you're probably, you are frightened of it.
I didn't finish carving my name on the wall, did I?
You did not. You got as far as half of a T, and Finric finished the T.
And you don't have a pocket knife anymore.
No, I know.
And you don't have your quarterstaff, but you could probably get that back now. I have it.
But I got my mojo.
Can I give that back to
You
him?
got your mojo. You can
Don't
definitely give it
need
back to him. That's totally
I
fine.
might
You
need
could be
a
like,
ruby that's
toss
on
it to
tip.
him as he gets up.
I can keep the pocket knife now, right?
That's between you and Twizzard.
That cost me $2, man. That do cost me $2.
You can have your quarterstaff back if you like.
That cost me a quarter.
Yes, well, do you need a quarterstaff to produce magic?
Depends on if that ruby is his focus or not.
It's
No.
just valuable.
No, well, would you like your quarterstaff back?
Yes.
Okay, there. Yeah,
All right, Agnes tosses the quarterstaff back to Twizzard as he stands up.
I checked the ruby.
It's
like the
still
same.
there.
Okay. So now I look at this thing. And I cast magic missile.
All right, all right. It hits. Magic missile always hits. That's
Didn't
one of the
even have to
benefits.
roll.
That's
Yeah,
one of the
but you-
benefits of magic missile.
Yeah, but you have to roll for damage, sweetie.
What does magic missile do? What type of damage?
I believe it's a 1d4 3 times.
What
Oh,
is
it's a 1d4 plus 1, right? How come you don't have any of this stuff written down?
it?
No, it's a, okay, 1d4 plus 1 per victim.
Per
or
dart.
Per dart, yeah. So you're going all to the same ethereal dude.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Don't want to
can,
hit anyone else.
you can roll it 3 times and add 1 to each.
And it is magical, so it is
Four.
not
No, that's a
resistant
1.
to it.
You said add 3 to add 1
No.
to
So a
Should I
d4 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
and then add 3.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
you're
1,
effectively, I assume all 3 darts are
2,
going.
3, and 4,
7
10.
plus 3, 10.
All right, 10 damage. It's not looking so good. It's looking bloodied. If by bloodied I mean its etherealness is falling apart. And
Should be Paelias. Is Paelias doing anything? Oh, he did the.
he did the
Yes.
bludgeoning with the ineffective flaming torch.
Yes, very nice.
So the ghost takes these magic missiles, and it looks at itself and it looks at you guys and it's like, why? I was just trying to do what I was told.
Oh.
And
You guys have to.
then it's going to.
But I don't know if I have a way of like.
It sort of lurches toward the area that is magically dark as it is, and as it's going, you see it fade from this plane as it disappears through the door.
The door. Okay. I don't have any desire to follow it. Does anyone else? Oh, they all want to follow it, don't they?
Still magically dark.
It's still magically dark past the entry.
But
Of
Tim, you have light. You
where the
can
torches
cast
are.
magical light.
I do.
I can see in the dark.
I'm gonna relight my torch.
Okay.
But remember that other
So,
darkness didn't allow.
Paelias,
like-
you have
Maybe this one's different.
Different dark.
different dark. So while your dark vision does not penetrate, the torch. Are you still holding the torch, Paelias? Yeah, the torch that you took off the wall, its light does shine through the magical darkness barrier. Finric's torch does not.
I'm gonna,
Oh.
I'm gonna snuff my torch and
Okay.
swap it
And
for the one that's
grab
on the wall.
grab the other one on the wall.
Yep.
All
Where'd you
right.
buy that torch, babe? Dollar store?
All right. Excuse me, owls.
And we're going in.
Oh boy. You knew me, Joey.
Something told me.
Would
Oh
anyone-
God, you're trapped in an owl.
would anyone like potato chips or?
All right, what's the order that you're going to this
Yeah,
tunnel?
some potato chips.
Well, it wasn't my idea, so
So,
I'm not.
I got
Agnes
the
is
light.
not going
I'll go
first.
first.
Paelias is going first.
I think followed by. Well, Finric, should you be
Behind
like bringing
Paelias?
up the back
Yeah,
so
no,
that
that
we
sounds
can
good.
have light in front and light behind?
Sure.
All right, so Twizzard, you're after Paelias.
Okay.
And then I'll go, and then Finric.
Loving it.
What do you got in that bag of yours, Finric?
Push.
Crisps?
Sweet loot.
Tim, do you want to bring like a little plate or bowl that we can actually, instead of holding it in our hands?
All right. As you enter, as you pass through the sort of where the magical darkness was, you don't really feel anything. But it is this tunnel. It is very. It's maybe 5.5 feet tall, only about 5 feet wide.
Just for a person, Tim.
And Paelias, as you lead the pack with your torch and your mace and your shield, how are you doing this?
I've got the shield on my back.
Shield on the back, perfect. Love it. You get to, there's a offshoot to the left that looks like it's sloping downwards. There's also a passage in front of you. What would you like to do?
Did I see the ghost somewhere?
You have not seen the ghost. After it sort of misted out, you have not seen it.
Can I hear anything? Like, ooh.
Nope, you don't hear anything.
Mm.
We also
I have
have
a tissue, Tim.
Well,
there's a passage
what do you
to
guys
the
think?
left
Should we
sloping
continue down?
So yeah, so Paelias
Let's poll the audience.
relays back to you guys. There's a passage off to the left sloping down. We can continue straight.
We have a viewer. It's Captain Doodle.
Of course you do. What would you guys like to do? Paelias is asking for advice.
Is he entire?
Should you cast prestidigitation?
Perception?
Prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation?
Is that how you say it?
Prestidigitation. Why to carve your name on the wall? No. What are you doing?
I'm done.
I don't know. The last time you used that and sent sparks, it
A spider
actually
showed up.
Right. It allowed us to not be taken by surprise.
Oh, right. When you were saving Cindy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So your shenanigans
Before the stream ever
actually
started,
helped
folks.
us.
Sorry. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans can only be caused when it's appropriate for shenanigans.
Okay.
So it's not appropriate.
I've never heard Tim say that before.
What?
What?
Did he say something?
Paelias is.
Oh, I said I've never heard Tim say that before.
He's never heard Twizzard say.
Oh, the
Something.
shenanigans have their time and place?
Yeah.
It has to feel right. This feels dark. Although, if it had been my turn, I would have run and dove through the dark veil.
Yeah, I think we should go down.
Finric, as you are preparing to leave the room that you were all sort of battling in a second ago, you hear from up above, "Yes, I will stay up here with my daughter. Good luck down there, weirdos."
Just as well.
Can't say it
He's
wrong.
not taking his daughter on another risky thing.
Deserter.
You gotta call us
Well,
weirdos.
I mean, I get it, but Lily is actually a very good fighter. She just needs
Hey,
to have.
get
some
back here,
training.
Lily.
Lily.
You hear a bit of a scuffle up above.
Saying that, we'll get her.
I wanna try to persuade Lily to follow us.
Sure.
So let's see. Oh, 8. No, that didn't work very well.
Well, I don't think you need to persuade her. You have to persuade Sir Bryant to let her go, because he is physically restraining her at this point.
Done.
Oh, okay. So I don't.
I cast Charm Person on Sir
No,
Brian.
don't.
can't
No,
say that.
don't do that. He's gonna be our enemy then.
We can beat him.
No, let me just try to
Did you?
persuade him. Persuade. 7 plus 3.
What are you saying? If you help, she gets advantage.
Oh, actually, it's 7 plus 4, so it's 11. But I'm saying, well, I'm convincing the father, right?
Yeah, I want to hear your argument.
Yes. So, Sir Bryant, this keep is her ancestral home. She should be able to choose to fight for it or to run away, but it should be her choice.
Or die in it.
No!
Don't tell her that.
Finric is helping you. You can't hear Twizzard, don't worry. Roll. You get another d20. You roll with advantage, basically, since Finric is helping you.
10 plus 4, 14.
Fine, but I'm coming.
Yes.
And you hear them start to scramble down the thing. All right, Paelias, what are you doing? Left turn or straight?
We really wanted him.
Let's go down.
All right, Paelias is heading left. Are you guys following?
Yep. Though it seems like going straight would have been cooler, but whatever.
Hey, you can explore all you want. La la la. Switch it to the cards.
Ooh.
Oh my god, this is going to get difficult, but we'll figure this out. So you sort of, the downward sloping thing curves down and to the right. And you get to a locked door.
Ooh.
Ooh, a locked door. I can not pick
Twizzard,
locks, but I can
Twizzard,
pick
give me a
pockets.
Constitution saving throw.
You got it,
The
boss.
pocket over
That's
the
the
lock.
one thing I've got some points in. Oh boy. 10 total.
You feel the need
Pig.
to go number 2.
No,
Oh, no.
guys. I ate a rat earlier.
It's not all you ate. Alright, what do you got? Paelias, you're at this door.
What does he know?
Oh! You're gonna poop out a key! Give him some more fiber!
Who carries fiber in their survival packs?
I don't know.
Paelias, you're the first to reach the door. What would you like to do? It's sort of a picture. It's a jail, sort of a jail door. Vertical poles, heavy iron. It's not in great shape, but it's also not rusted.
Let's, there's a lock over there.
There's a lock. Yep.
Does it look like it could be bludgeoning?
I mean, it's a iron door and an iron lock.
How do the hinges look?
They are old, but they are not rusted.
I think we should
Well-
try to help Mr. Twizzard have a number
Test this
2.
down.
Ooh. Ooh.
But I call not it for searching through it.
Somebody's gotta help me.
I didn't bring my prunes.
I didn't pass the Constitution check, and this might have been a bad idea.
Did you say constipation check?
Oh my goodness.
What do we have in the sack up there?
So
Finric?
you
got anything
relayed
useful?
that you've hit a locked door. Is anyone? You guys all know that you've hit a locked door. Lily sort of butts up against it. What's going on? What's up there? No, this is a terrible idea.
Twizzard looks like he's deep in thought. Twizzard, what is it?
You feel a BM coming on?
Do I have a spell for this? What spell makes someone void their bowels?
Can I freeze the lock?
Grease?
Absolutely. Do you want to try to freeze the lock?
Yeah, let's try to freeze the lock.
All right, what are you gonna do? Little frost.
Yeah, my frostbite.
All right, it's gonna hit. So just roll damage.
What did I do? 6?
It is whatever it says it is. Frostbite.
I'll go look.
Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1d6.
Okay.
Agnes, help me remember that. If in the off chance you see that ghost again, it has disadvantage on this next attack.
Oh, yes.
I'm afraid I'll forget that. All right, what? How much damage did you do?
1.
1 damage. All right, the lock looks,
Bloodied?
frosty. No, not bloodied.
Colder?
Not bloodied, just
Still
frosty.
locked.
Still locked.
Stay frosty, my friend.
What are you doing up there? I can't see anything.
Sir Brian, do you happen to have a key for unlocking things in this keep?
Any keys I had, I gave to Percival when he went down here to take care of this keep. But of course,
He ran away.
we haven't seen him.
Oh, we haven't seen Percival?
No, I haven't heard anything from him. That's why I came down with Lily and Sarah.
So, is it possible that that Percival is somewhere in the keep?
Well,
I mean,
we haven't seen hide nor hair of him.
And I don't think we heard of him in the town, did we? Lily,
No.
do you remember? No, you weren't there in the town. And that other cowardly guy ran away. Or did he run away?
Someday you'll see him again. Salty.
Salty.
Good old Salty Baggins.
Okay, well...
Salty Baggins is gonna get his own spin-off.
Oh, I don't have anything that could help with this. I can pick pockets, but I can't pick locks.
Twizzler, give me another Constitution saving throw.
Too easy. Ooh, 19.
You gotta find a corner.
You need to.
Can I cast Prestidigitation
Yes.
and create a non-magical trinket in the form of this key for the lock?
So, if you remember, you tried to do that based on your memory for the key for the desk. You
How
failed
about-
miserably.
How about the form of an X-lax pill?
You can void your vows if you would like to.
Can I cast grease on my ass?
You can help it slide out a little bit.
You can absolutely do that.
Then that's what I'm doing.
Are you doing it right there in the middle of all the people?
We're all friends here, right? Look out.
No, we are most certainly not all friends. He shades Lily's eyes.
I stand over the sewer drain.
No! We need to capture it.
I stand over someone's pocket. And here I go.
So you're dropping trow and just taking a deuce.
Nice.
I didn't think the sword could smell worse.
It's not a sewer, it's just a tunnel.
Well, Paelias is down here,
No, it's
so
a
might
sewer.
as well be a sewer.
Oh my gosh.
That rat.
Alright. You pass a set of keys.
I feel better. It was a set? I thought it was one key.
No! It was 3 keys on a ring!
I thought it was one key. Like, why would I eat a whole set?
I don't know!
Well, unfortunately, I can't make water. Well, I guess making water is also peeing. Do you want to just pee on
It
it?
would be remiss if I didn't say that Prestidigitation can clean a 1 foot square.
Good to know. Someone clean those keys out. Alright, I cast Prestidigitation on those keys to clean them up.
They're now spotless.
Are they really?
You can never be sure.
Oh,
I'll take the chance.
Wow.
you
I'll take
sure?
the
They
chance.
came out of me.
Yeah, well,
I don't
I'll
mind
take the
turning.
chance, and
Alright.
I will try the, I guess,
Yeah, they-
whichever key looks like it belongs.
Yeah, no, it is the oldest looking key on the ring. And sure enough, it fits and clicks,
It fits, it clicks.
and the door opens.
Alright. Well, I'm going to,
Now you're in the lead now. Do you want to continue to be in lead, or do you want to switch positions?
well, is it still dark where we need to have the special light?
The unnatural darkness is not here.
Oh, so the
Is there
unnatural
just
darkness
natural
was somewhere
darkness,
else.
or
It's just
is there,
natural
like-
darkness.
Alright,
Okay.
so I have dark vision.
You can see again.
Can I look forward the 60 feet inside to see if there's anything of danger?
Wait a minute.
Stranger danger?
Wow. Yes.
I think you have. Do you have 60 feet?
Oh yeah, I can see this whole place.
All right. So,
I'm looking in. Do I do like a investigation check or perception or?
yeah, are you checking for?
I'm looking in with my with my dark
continuing
vision.
to slope down.
Okay. But I'm going to.
You see a sort of crossroads, and it continues down past that.
Okay. I am going to do a detect hidden door. within the next next 10 feet.
Detect hidden door.
/ secret door. Yeah.
That's a spell?
Yeah. Well, no, it's not a spell. It's one of my abilities as a half elf. Yeah.
So
I don't know what any of these things. So 1d6 within 10 feet. If it's active secret, it's a 1 and a 2. Active hidden 1, 2, 3. I don't remember what any of those things mean.
Oh my god, what? This is an ability you inherently have?
I'm pretty certain when I wrote it down I had it. When I made my character I had it.
Love it. Hold on 1 second then.
But I mean...
Okay, so you see ahead of you, straight ahead it sort of ends in some crumbled rock. Like there's been a bit of a collapse. And you see 2 passages off to the left. You do not detect anything secret.
Okay. Alright, then I will, I guess it's just wide enough for one person to go in? First, like,
I mean, it's the same corridor. It's about 5.5 feet tall, 5 or so feet wide.
Alright, well then I guess I will slowly press in.
Okay.
Cautiously.
Yep, and
alertly.
You're sloping down, no problem. You get to the crossroads. You look both ways before crossing the street.
Yeah, I have to look at my hidden doors. That might be the old book.
Alright, you sort of see off this way, you sort of see the end of it, you can't really tell what's in there. And you see what looks like another jail door over here.
A jail door. I'm gonna take the path to 6, I guess.
Are you guys all following her?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alright. As you enter this room, give me a dexterity saving throw.
All of us?
No, just Agnes.
Just me.
He's in the lead.
19 plus 4.
So as you walk forward, the ground gives way, much as it did when Twizzard was going. But you definitely sort of, find what purchase you can and push yourself backwards just before, and you see this the stone corridor in front of you crumbles and falls, and you hear what sounds like water splashing after a very long time. It's pitch dark.
Now the
and your dark vision looks down and you can't see.
Okay.
Anything.
Well, we do know that the keep is on the edge of a cliff and there's water below.
Exactly.
So chances are this is part of whatever water is below. Okay.
Yeah, you hear sort of the splashes and it's like a good couple seconds after they fall.
Oh, okay. So doing the calculation, are we assuming that we
you
have
know
a
that's
general
more than
9.8 meters per second squared?
Absolutely. Gravity is, yes.
So,
Same world.
There's
then
no
that's
moon.
going to be
There's no moon.
3 squared is 9. 9 times about 10 is 90. Take half of that. 45 meters. Okay. I could technically do featherfall, but
Oh, we're in the metric system.
I'm not. Oh yeah, feet to meters. Oh, I can't do that.
I thought we were on cubits.
See,
more
kids,
than your dark
physics
vision.
matters.
It's more than that's totally what's going on here. We already used the Pythagorean theorem in one of the sessions. I mean, this is just educational TV right now.
Okay, so I think.
All right, so you're sort of leading the group, and you're like, whoa, and you back up, and you bump into Paelias. So Paelias, you just
and pushes me forward into the hole.
no, everything's fine. You're all sort of bunched up there. All right. What's going on?
All right. So how big is this hole? Is this something?
It's
that
maybe
could be
5 feet
jumped-
across.
But I don't know if I want to jump across just to find more crumble.
Twizzard, you're at the crossroads. Yeah, I mean,
So I'm gonna pause and see what other people want to do.
Paelias, you're behind Agnes. Twizzard's at the crossroad. Finric, you're just about to reach the crossroads.
Is there a beam that we can pull down and make a catwalk?
There is just a stone corridor. There's nothing really to pull. And, you know, judging by the 2 cave-ins you've seen, it's not in the best shape.
Do I have a whip?
Do you have a whip? That would
Are we
be
gonna-
up to you, sir, if it's in your inventory.
We saw this, didn't we?
We just saw this. Raiders of the Lost Ark was on.
What can I do with this green hat I have?
I mean, you can put it on your head.
You would look fantastic.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, you put the green hat on your head.
You look good.
Yeah, thanks.
Do we need a green hat? I might have a green hat somewhere.
Paelias, as you place the hat on your head,
Oh.
you feel your mind's eye starts showing you images of basically everyone you've ever seen. Who do you visualize?
That friend of mine whose name I can never remember.
Good friend.
Sir Brian?
Yeah.
Sir Brian!
All right. As
What a
you're
great guy.
standing in this tunnel, Agnes has just had a near fall. She's bumped back into Paelias. Paelias rummages around in his baggage cloak pocket area, places this hat on, and poof, turns into Sir Brian.
Oh, crazy.
Oh, so he
And
looks
Twizzard,
like Sir Brian.
Twizzard sees this. I don't know if Agnes has noticed this yet, but Twizzard, you definitely see. He's like, whoop, and he poof, turns into Sir Brian right in front of you.
Time for my threesome.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's not changing.
I hope that got picked up on the screen.
Huh.
Yeah, what would you like to do, Paelias? You sort of
do
feel
I
this.
talk like?
You sort of feel this arcane tingle wash over you from the hat, and you look down at your hands, and they're not your hands anymore.
Uh-huh. And do I talk like Sir Brian? Do I sound like myself?
You do not. Your voice is the same. You can attempt to imitate him if you'd like.
Okay.
You've effectively
that was
cast
unexpected.
disguise self.
That's what I say.
What's that?
What?
What did you say?
I said, well, that was unexpected. That's what I say.
Okay. Well, so I'm gonna turn around and be like, what?
Have I rounded
And
the
then
corner
I
of it?
want to cast disguise self. No, I'm not doing that. And then we can play the.
Sure, you've rounded the
real
corner.
one. No, I'm
Oh
not.
my
going
God,
to,
what's
I'm
going
not
on?
gonna do that. That would be a
The
little
grandest
too.
collapsing. You've rounded the corner.
I've rounded it enough to see it happen.
You look around the corner, you're like, what's going on? And you see Sir Brian in front of you, and Sir Brian's also behind you.
What?
What?
Where did Paelias go?
Let's take off the hat.
You take off the hat,
Ooh, it's getting hot.
and you back into Paelias.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
oh, I want to try.
Let's save this bad boy for later. Because it's not going to help us get over this ditch.
Well, do we want to go back towards the crossroads and take another?
What's going on up there?
Nothing. Just playing with a hat. Having fun.
Why did we come, Lily? Dad, shut up.
Lily's awesome.
Alright, maybe I'll take the torch and head down the opposite passage.
All right, so Finric takes a torch, heads down here, and you can basically see through the bars of this, what is effectively a jail cell, and there's this sort of skeleton laid out on what could hardly be called a bed, more of a couple of pieces of wood shoved up against the wall.
Guys, I found a free skeleton.
Ooh, Ooh! I call femur.
Why don't you use that wood to make a plank and get across this hole?
Is there
What are you doing, Twizzard? Are you going?
Take the skull.
Are you going down after Finric?
Yes.
All right, Paelias, Agnes, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, let's follow
I don't
the
like you
half
having the skull.
dwarf guy.
Well, the door is still locked to the jail cell. The door is still
Yeah,
locked.
but
well,
there is a lock?
There is a lock. It is locked.
This changes everything. I was really excited.
You have to do number 2 again?
No, I'm good.
We have 2 more keys.
I had an issue last
Well,
time.
we
Finric, as you're looking through the bars,
Wait, you only need one key?
you see the ethereal spirit you saw before materialize in front of you and move through you.
That spirit's gonna crush on you.
What's your AC?
15.
All right. You just feel this cool sort of chill go through you as the spirit moves through you.
Does Sir Brian see it? Sir Brian,
Yes?
it's back.
It's back and it's in the mix. This is a crowded hall there. It's totally.
Why did you tell us there was a skeleton?
Well, this must be the dead guy.
Can I talk to the dead guy?
Yes.
Have you seen Percival?
Percival. That name. That name. What is that? What is that? You've come. Uncle.
Mm.
What do you guys do?
Well, ask what happened. What happened to you? Tell us the last thing you remember.
I don't know. And he sort of turns and looks at the skeleton and he's sort of like, he's freaking out. If you can see, you can imagine a ghost freaking out. It's freaking out.
Alright, well, Sir Brian, I think you need to come up here and talk with your nephew.
Percival? Percival, is that you? Uncle, you sent me here.
Sucks.
But I just sent you to take control of the keep. Take control. They threw me in this prison.
Who's they?
The one, and the goblins, and All right, give me some DC 13 saving throws.
19 plus whatever. I don't know.
Actually, you're immune to it, Finric.
Are we all doing it?
19.
Paelias, you're definitely doing it. All right, so you guys have
What am I
sort of
doing?
seen this before, and
Right,
you're
this
just
is
like,
old hat.
yeah. And Finric, you're just like, this guy again. Paelias, what'd you roll?
6.
Paelias, roll a d4 for me.
Oh, is he still
D4.
old?
Oh yeah, he's old.
That's a beard.
Yeah, you should mark that down.
Then 80 instead of...
Whatever,
Did
have
you roll a
that.
d4?
You have that.
The D4?
Yeah, d4, triangular one.
I should try that.
Pyramid. What'd you get?
Before you tell it, you should definitely do it.
Gotta roll it. How do I read it? It's a triangle.
It's whatever number is at the bottom or at the top, depending on how the die is constructed.
Whatever number is
So is it the
face
bottom
up.
with...
Depends on the die, actually.
Well, you sent them to him.
Yeah, you're right.
Even if it was at the bottom, doesn't it be?
Just hold it up to
Was
the
that-
camera.
1, 2, 3.
And how did it land? Hold it like it
Like-
landed.
This.
You hold it like it landed, but in the range of the camera.
Landed with this on the bottom.
Okay.
Well, no,
Paelias,
this is on the
you
bottom.
feel your body. You get this gut punch, and you just like. And you've aged about 40 years.
Ooh,
Oh, shit.
welcome to my old age home.
You are also incredibly frightened of the entity in front of you.
Good thing I was only 120 to start.
Let's roll into initiative again.
Alright. Oop. Well, 10 plus 2, 12.
21.
Wow, nice.
Okay, so
Agnes, you
D20.
said 12?
Yeah.
Paelias.
Oh, was I don't even think I rolled a D20 last
D20
time.
and add your initiative.
Ten.
Sorry, Finric, where were you?
17 plus what?
Your initiative.
17 plus 0. 17.
It's just still. She's dealing with it.
Finric, what would you like to do?
Insects. But she's not magic.
I would.
Okay, if you want.
Like to.
Remember, he has disadvantage.
Yes, good point.
What now?
We want psychic
Don't worry about that.
damage and things that.
When the ghost attacks, it will have disadvantage.
Gotcha. Let's do this thing. Short sword.
Alright. Roll and attack.
15.
15 hits.
Eight.
Five.
Divided by 2. 4.
No, it's a good hit.
Solid hit.
Not bad.
Alright. Any other actions? Or bonus actions, I should say?
No, I'm good.
Alright. Ghost. Ghost is closest to Twizzard. And it has disadvantage. Ooh, that was a 17. Oh, and a 7. Basically, the ghost, you feel this chill as it moves through you, but you don't take any damage.
Oh, but that's.
Sorry, Twizzard. As it moves through you, Twizzard. And now it's confronting Paelias.
Gold.
And Paelias, you are standing directly in front of the most horrifying thing you've ever seen. If you choose to attack it, it will be at disadvantage. You also cannot move toward it.
Oh.
But that's not that much of a problem because it's right in front of you.
I also screwed up my last 2 rolls. So I rolled a D12 instead of a 20.
Good. Solid.
And then I figured out that my triangle roll was a 4.
We already
we
knew
knew
that.
we gave you a 4. That's why you're 40
okay.
years older.
Oh, whoops.
Don't worry, so am I.
That's true. Bunch of old fogies.
Okay, so I'm totally going to attack it.
Alright. What are you attacking it with?
I'm going to attack it with... I'm going to hit it with my big old laser beam... spiritual scanner thing that hits him in the butt.
Nice. Sensitive.
Yeah, I don't remember what that.
I don't think that's a thing. Your spectral weapon?
Your phaser?
Yeah.
Alright, so you're going to use your bonus action to
Phaser's
create
stun,
your spectral
or-
weapon.
Do I have to create it first?
You can create an attack with this. Yeah, it is I believe it's a 2nd level spell.
Right.
I can look.
Take my word for it.
Let's see.
Roll an attack roll for it.
Yeah, it was spiritual weapon, 2nd level. 1d8 plus 2.
And is it taking the same form as last time?
Oh, totally. That was a good form.
Good form. Solid form. Solid form.
So I roll a d20.
Yes, you do. And you'd add your spell attack to it.
I got a 1. Oh.
Alright, so your source... Yeah, actually, you have to roll twice and take
Oh,
the
spell
lower
attack
roll.
plus 4.
But I'm pretty sure that's the lowest. So... you're so scared. You create this giant glowing holy symbol with the added male and female symbols on top of it, and it's like taking up this entire passage basically. And then it's just like you're just so scared, you're not sure what to do. Would you like to take an action? Because technically you could take an action too.
Sure. Like another attack?
Yes, you could attack.
Because we haven't really attacked yet.
You could roll 2 d20s and you have to take the lower. This is with your mace.
With mace?
Yeah.
Is the mace going to hit it? Is it vulnerable to mace?
It will be resistant to it, and you have disadvantage, but you might as well try.
Can I do a cantrip?
Yeah, absolutely. Cantrip.
Oh, let's try this frostbite. Let's freeze it.
Does it do
a
cold?
cantrip?
It does cold.
Yeah, cantrip it up. So I believe, do I have to save, or do you?
Oh, that's cool.
Well, it says
Let me look.
cold.
It is resistant to
Okay,
cold?
frostbite.
Or is it immune to cold?
It is immune to
This is
cold.
the ghost, not the shadow, right?
So Finric, you can choose to tell
It was
me
immune
if
to
you
fire.
do.
Is it immune to cold too?
Paelias? So I know I gave you bad information about the whole fire
Yeah.
thing, but it's definitely really immune to cold.
Cold's not gonna do it, buddy.
Yeah.
Cold's not going to do it, huh?
You have anything psychic?
Alright. Can I bless it? Maybe he needs a good bless.
I believe
Who of us couldn't?
bless is a
Heal.
boost to people. So you could bless the ghost, and you can also bless your teammates.
Well, can I exercise it?
Do you have dispel good or evil?
Let's look.
I think that's a no.
I mean, I could.
You could. It is entirely possible that you have that 5th level spell. No, it's not. You don't have that. Stop it. Okay.
Oh, it's 5th level. Okay.
All right. That ends Paelias.
Alright, so I'm just going to mace it then.
You're gonna mace it. Okay. Roll a d20 twice. Take the lower of the value.
D20. Alright, that's a 7.
7. Solid.
And that's an 11.
All right. You take the 7, and you add your mace, whatever it says to add.
Alright, let's look at the mace. Mace is 5 foot reach plus 3. 1d6 plus 1.
10. You just missed, buddy. Sorry.
Don't!
And that brings us to Twizzard. You're up, Twizzard.
We
You-
killing this thing?
Remember, he's behind you now.
Yeah, the ghost just passed through you.
I can spin around real fast.
Yeah, you can.
I'm very nimble. Would it count as a person?
It is a...
Spirit.
For what purposes?
Can I cast charm person on it?
I don't believe charm person works on the undead.
Yeah.
I can check real quick, but...
How about
Oh, is he undead?
also got friends?
Yeah, this is definitely a ghost. You haven't seen that many ghosts, Paelias, but this is a ghost.
So we're killing it, huh?
No, I don't think we're killing it. I think we just need to get it to
Submit.
chillax. Yeah. Or we can
Oh,
send its spirit
damn.
to the...
Am I?
I mean, we need information as to what actually
It is
happened.
a humanoid.
Can I talk to it?
Yeah, you can say anything you want, buddy.
Hey, ghost. So,
That was very, very good.
hey, you recognize me?
You possessed
turns-
me?
Your body is weak.
The hell? I'm sure you're looking at the right person?
You're 76 years old now.
Crap.
Look at you.
Okay, be right.
I can't. There's no mirror. It's dark.
Are you gonna do anything to this ghost?
Look at you. You suck.
Oh, you're getting a mad. You are not- Oh.
Is that your turn?
I'm just trying to reason with him.
No, you're not. You're trying to make him madder.
No, he made fun of me.
That went well.
I do, but that's rude. It's his fault. Do I attack him?
Do you?
Is it dark here?
No.
You have dark vision. You're fine. It's not unnaturally dark. It is the magical darkness is not extended.
My light, light with the light of goodness.
You're. There's torches. You have dark vision.
Is he walking on the ground with ghost feet?
I don't think grease
No,
will help,
he's hovering.
sweetie.
Is that what I was thinking?
It was exactly what you were thinking.
He's hovering.
I cast magic missile at this goat.
All right.
Not
You
goat.
still got a spell slot? Sounds good. Roll it up.
Next one.
It was 6. 6
No,
plus.
magic missile always hits.
You
Hey!
gotta roll this 3 times, add them, and then add 3.
3. 3.
6.
1.
7 plus 3, 10.
Like the last one.
Nice. It is looking really ragged. Really ragged. Galdinger is so far back. He's like, Percival! Percival, is that you? Is that really you? Oh, God. You sent me. Oh, God, that voice is terrible. I'm not cut out for this. Percival, I'm so sorry.
It's a good thing that it's a Percival, or that,
Finger guns.
he's here.
Finger guns. No. Agnes, you're up.
Oh, so I kind of want to cast the vicious mockery, but at the same time, I kind of want to try to persuade him to chillax a bit, and we're not there to hurt him. We're there to try to help him. So, I guess I will do persuasion. I'm gonna try to persuade him.
All right, what? Yeah.
17 plus 4 is a 21.
What do you say?
I say, Sir Percival, or is he a sir? It's a Sir Bryant. Okay, Percival, we're here to help you. You need to tell us what happened so that we can try to fix this and we can try to rectify any wrongs that were done to you.
I must protect the keep. I must protect the keep.
From whom?
Margo.
Oh, he's dead.
That was an evil laugh.
Paelias, you gotta put that headpiece back on, buddy. Oh my god.
gosh.
I'm muting you, you weirdo. He is now muted. Margo. Dead?
Yes.
2 4s up.
We definitely killed him. He is no more. I think we ripped a hole in his stomach
Oh, yeah,
and his rear end, maybe? I don't know. There
Yep.
was
Oh
definitely,
my God.
there were definitely,
I don't remember that part.
well, I don't,
What happened after I left?
I don't know, Paelias.
You think I have a horrifying visage?
And we ate his keys.
Well, I'm pretty certain that Paelias
That part
did
did
some,
happen.
You did
some
eat his
stuff.
keys.
He
We
had
made
a hole in his
lots of
stomach
holes.
at least.
And he looks up at Sir Bryant. Uncle, is this true? Is the keep ours? Yes, my boy. The keep is ours. And you see the ethereal form sort of dissipate. And with a sigh, it disappears.
Are you gonna search its body now?
You're out of initiative.
All right, we're
Oh,
out of
man.
initiative.
Ooh, he needs a short rest.
Yeah, let's just take a short rest while we ponder how to open the.
Pretty sure you have a key.
Oh, it's one of the keys on the ring that Margot
I think
has.
it's the same key.
Okay. Well, I don't think that
Pristine key.
Yes, I don't think I need a rest, so I can do some actions while other people are resting.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that
Since I opened the other door, I probably still have the keys. Because
Yes.
I was the one. So I'm
Yes.
going to unlock this.
Yes.
I can see into it, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You go in there. Give me an investigation check.
12.
All right. Very small room. Not a lot to investigate. There's a bed that's basically 2 boards on 2 stones. Skeleton. Fabric might have been of good quality at one point.
I mean, how long has this? Hey, Sir Brian, how
Yes.
long has Percival been supposedly keeping the keep?
Well, we sent him down about 2 winters ago.
All right, so this is probably 2 years old.
Yes, well, when we didn't hear from him after a year, we figured he's probably fine. And then another, and then my wife was really nagging me, and my sister-in-law.
Let me guess, Sir Percival is probably your nephew-in-law, right?
Well, yes, I suppose he was. I mean, he was a fine boy for what he was. Yeah, it
Am I
does look like
still
the
4
family
years
is
older?
it has been unnaturally aged.
Oh, no, unnaturally
Perhaps some...
aged. Like the 40 years older? We need to find a way of getting these people young again.
You also notice scratched on the wall.
Mr. T?
No,
Oh.
not a Mr. T.
Not that
A
legible.
perfect Mr. Twizzard rendered in all its glory. No, you see. I'm sorry, Uncle.
Oh. Oh.
It takes 2 years to write something.
Oh, so I want to call Sir Bryant in here to take a look at this body and ask him if there's any signs of what happened. If there's like a signet ring or what the I'm sorry might mean, just that he lost the...
Sir Brian sort of shoulders his way through the massive people in this hallway.
All taking a short rest.
Try to take a short rest. He's... You can see he is actually saddened by this news. Poor boy. Perhaps, I mean, I didn't know. How would I know that it had been overrun by bandits? He never stood a chance, did he now? Yes, I recognize his colors. Oh, Lily, stay out, Lily. You see sort of Lily's like peering around, trying to like look what's going on. Well, I suppose that puts that mystery to rest. All right. What are we doing here?
Well, we're kind of investigating. Should I can actually play a Song of Rest.
Song of rest, little song of rest action.
Yeah, so that way we can continue our investigation. However,
So you guys are basically going to take an hour or so and just chillax.
11:30.
Yeah, is this a good?
It's a good time. So
It's a good time.
Song
Still
of Rest
close
is
to all that
plus
poop.
1d6. So does that mean that people can get hit points back?
Yeah. So basically, if you spend hit dice, so you have a certain number of hit dice. So this is we're gonna do a quick short rest, and then it's gonna be really long because we're gonna pick up next Friday.
Ah.
I mean, is that what we're saying?
Well,
I'm
if
happy
I do,
to keep going if you guys are happy to keep going, but I think
yeah, I don't know if
we
I
wanted,
can keep going.
Yeah, we wanted to.
Yeah.
We wanted to have tight sessions here.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and I also feel like this would be, if we all want to take a rest, this would be a good
this
time.
is a fine place to take a short rest. So basically, you can spend your hit dice to regain hit points. So who's taking damage?
Mr. Twizzard,
I think I have.
Finric.
I'm
All right.
good.
So you guys can.
Let's count as damage.
On it.
But if I do Song of Rest,
Ah.
that gives it back to them without them having to spend any.
I believe they only get the benefits of Song of Rest if they use at least one hit dice.
To each
die.
friendly creature within the range, hit dice.
Wait, say it again.
I don't know, I'm just reading what I have here. This might be another one that, let's see here, this is probably under Bard.
So
Yeah,
this is a short rest we're taking.
This is, well, I'm thinking this is a Song of Rest.
Well, I believe that's used during a short rest. Yeah.
Short rest where we replenish spells.
Long Rest does count.
La da dee dee.
Sorry, what
Well, if you're a wizard, I believe
Song
you
of
get
Rest.
back. You have something
Okay.
that gives you something back.
So I can use soothing music or oration to help revitalize your wounded allies during a short rest.
Ooh.
If you or any friendly creatures who can hear your performance regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending 1 or more hit dice, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit
Yeah.
point.
So basically, anyone who's hurt could spend a hit dice, and you get up to half your hit dice back during any long rest. So it's not like you lose them forever, right? So I would say anyone who's hurt should spend a hit dice, roll that, and then roll an extra d6, and you get that much hit points
Total
back.
back. Yeah.
Well, need
And
to
I
do
believe,
that.
Mr. Twizzard, you get something for being a wizard.
I see a puppy butt.
I'm only down 2 hit points, so I feel
Oh,
like
so
I
you don't
really
need
just
to do that.
I want my key back.
Yeah. You go ahead and get that key back.
All right.
So your hit
Arcane
dice is
recovery.
6 already. And then you'll get to roll another 1d6. So 2, and then roll another one.
So, Mr. Twizzard, you have
6.
learned to regain some of your magical energy by studying your spell book. Once per day when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. The spell slots can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half of your wizard
You
level.
got them all back.
Rounded up. Your hit points, yes, but you also get
Half of your spell slots.
your level 3
Yes.
rounded up. So you can recover either 1 level 2 or 2 level 1 spell slots.
I didn't really cast any level 2.
Well, but you
That I
did
know of.
cast Grease twice.
You definitely
right?
cast Grease.
Did I do it
You
twice?
cast
No,
Magic
you only
Missile
cast it
twice. Is Magic Missile 1 or 2?
Magic
Magic
Missile.
Missile. I
one.
always assume it was 1. I only had Witch Bolt as 2, as far as I know.
Yeah.
So you get 2 level 1 spell slots back.
All right. So instead of
And
being
Finric,
down
you're
3,
probably
now you're only down 1.
you're probably
Okay.
completely healed. I'm guessing because you didn't take that much, right?
2.
Or I'm sorry, Paelias.
No, you used
Twice.
3.
My
and
my
you-
own overlay.
I don't. I'm just older.
One of them.
Ah, so that's not actually hit points. You are actually 40 years older.
40.
You are 40 years older than
We
you
have to
were.
find a way. There might be something with this water stuff that can rejuvenate
There
us,
may be a
but-
way to undo this.
We have to drink from
Yeah.
every water source we
I
find.
could go
take
40
it
years
down.
younger if that's cool.
So
No, that's
you
not
have
cool.
4. You used 3.
So I can get some spell slots back.
Because you used Grease once.
You, my friend, are not a wizard, so no.
You just gained
Oh.
2 of them
Right.
after the short rest.
And I'm not hurt at all?
No matter which one.
I don't think you actually got
Okay,
No.
just the,
hurt.
the amount.
Yeah.
You were just
I don't
very
think so either.
frightened,
Hmm.
and you aged because you were so
Fast.
frightened. You aged.
Now we get Medicare.
Okay. Medicare.
All right,
For
so
all.
you folks are finding what comfort you can in basically the deathbed room.
But I'm
Of
singing
Percival.
a nice song.
But Agnes
about,
is singing a nice
about
song.
about a spirit that, or someone who fought hard and their spirit is now at rest and is honored. And
Give us the verse.
Give us the verse, she says.
oh no.
Sounds like you know it.
It's like, no, I will not be doing that.
I can only tell you the yeah, no.
All right, folks, I think that is where we'll end for tonight. We'll see you all next
I'm
Friday.
not gonna wrap it up.
Thank you, everybody.
Wrap it up.
And goodbye, sweet Percival.
Yes.
Percy.
Bye.
Percy.